Good morning, my beautiful Dakini. How are you? I'm at the beach. It's early in the morning. I usually come to the beach right after doing my womb and yoni ritual, after applying my potion. I mean, I'm a potion maker and probably the biggest potion user. So I carry my potion with me everywhere. So I use it probably 3-4 times a day. Here, this is my own custom potion. There's not much left actually. This is a DIY that my daughter did for me. She found it online and I find it cute. I did my morning ritual as usual and I came to the beach. Then I'm going to go back home, do some work, then go to the gym, then have lunch and prepare the orders of potions so that they can ship tomorrow. This is probably the first time that I talk about a famous teacher, author. You know I don't read. 99% of the things that I teach you, whether on this YouTube channel or in the spiritual membership or the album, the mantras, everything is channeled. I have spent many years, many decades now working on my life purpose. It is sacrifice. It is a lot of suffering. I probably was supposed to die about 20 times and I'm here today. So everything that I tell you, I've earned that knowledge through empirical experience, through initiation, through seeing my entities. Neville Goddard. The idea, actually the name of it, because I had heard about him because YouTube and the nature of what I do, I guess, led me to see some videos about him. Someone commented on my YouTube channel mentioning Neville Goddard, Neville Goddard. I did a little bit of research, not through videos, but looking for whatever he wrote, because the internet, just know it, is again 99% ignorance, lies, distorted. A whole bunch of people who watch other people's videos or get from other people's content or go wherever they go and they claim they know, they claim they have authority, and because most people are also gullible and most people need to be saved, they just digest that information, carry on a whole bunch of lies or ignorant lies. I saw some of his lectures and I want to say that everything he says is true, but everything he says is false. I don't know if everything that he did on his lectures, maybe they were public lectures, so just like I come to you with free content, of course I'm not telling you 100% of what is. You have to pay for that knowledge. You have to be wanting the real transformation to access my products, my services. So I feel that at the level that he was, it was probably the same. Meaning that he would do public lectures that were sort of an introduction, a little taste of the nectar for people who did not feel worthy enough to invest in their transformation, in their abundance, in their prosperity, in their thriving. One thing that I have seen years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago on YouTube, was the fact that he had a mentor. I think they called it a mentor, who was an African guy. It's kind of obscure, the origin. And for me, it just resonated. That man most likely was initiated. He was initiated in ancestral, ancient Kemetic, so ancient African. Kemet, the land of the black, which was an empire that covered North Africa all the way to the Congo region, Congo, Kongo, not Congo, the country that it is today, even though us Bantu people of Central Africa were also part of that empire. Pygmies, for example, it is really publicly known in the if you do a little bit of Egyptology, the hieroglyphs show pygmies and healers from Central Africa being summoned by the pharaohs. We were the healers of the pharaohs. So that ancient knowledge, coming back to Neville Goddard, the fact that they mentioned that mentor that he had was probably initiated in the mystical arts, the occult knowledge of ancient Kemet. What annoys me is that Western spirituality is based on reading stuff, is based on guided meditations that people come up with that induce you in more lies, and it doesn't come to the core of things, which is What is that universe? Speaking of Neville Goddard is speaking of. What is that universe? Who are these forces at play? How do you actually summon them? Because it is not a mental exercise. Like I said, everything he says is true, but everything he says is false. Because if you don't have the core of the occultism of it, you will be lost. You will be spending endless weeks, months trying to manifest from a depleted version of you, seeking a desire, trying to pretend mentally to be in that state. So those of you who are highly in their masculine, because a lot of Western women are highly in their masculine, may manifest accidentally because they operate from their masculine attribute. But what happens if you want to manifest a man, for example, you need that man and you haven't undergone the inner transformation? What's going to happen is that if you're diligent enough, and if your roots, meaning your root chakra, your womb, your clitoris, your ovaries, your diaphragm, your uterus is energetically okay, de-armored, maybe you haven't suffered enough so much trauma, maybe your karma also is not in that area as a feminine, not a sacred feminine, but as a feminine, you may manifest that man or that money or that situation. But what happens mostly is that for the big majority, it will be like this. Your manifestation will be like this. So your moods or your emotions are going to be also fluctuating. Or you're going to manifest that thing and realize a month later, 2 months later, that you didn't want that guy in the first place. You moved on from that guy, from wanting that guy. So you're going to be a chaser manifester, someone seeking the thrill of mental manifestation. I want to manifest this. I want to manifest a phone call. I want to manifest a raise. I want to manifest this. You're chasing manifestation. As women, we operate from our womb. And I want to talk about the womb because it is important. Women manifest through central spirituality, period. To be a woman on this plane is to be able to download from source, whatever you call God, the Father, whatever, which is, it's not a being. It's an all and nothing. It's what exists before creation, right? It's what exists before we are. So it is beyond creation. But that force is not here. Let me just repeat. That force is not here. I fell upon a TikTok that really triggered me. Some kid, God knows where he gets his knowledge from, starts claiming that I am. So the premise of Neville Goddard, you cannot manifest through I am, because I am vibrates on the root level. And basically what he was claiming is that the root is the lower meaning inferior, right? Where do people get that knowledge? And why are there thousands and thousands of people commenting, oh, it makes sense. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a kid who's probably in his 20s or his 30s with no empirical knowledge of what he's saying. Got some sort of epiphany from some low astral entity trying to confuse you, distract you. He comes, he claims these things, and people are like, oh, so now I am is not whatever. And then people are fighting in the comment section saying, I am is, I am that. Everyone is speaking from ignorance. So why is I am a powerful force of manifestation when you have undergone your transformation? Because transformation does not happen because you repeat things over and over again. If your spirit guides, your goddess is blocking the way, you will never manifest. If you have not acknowledged the goddess spirit, you will never manifest as a woman. As a man, the God spirit is easier to manifest because they're in their world, the world of chasing, the world of accumulation. We are in the world of thriving through inner creation. Our magic, our alchemy happens inside of our altar. Our altar is inside of our womb. We connect to the cosmic mother who is here, Earth. The cosmic mother. We are inside of our womb. So as women, we connect to the womb. That is why the biggest love spell, the biggest money spell you can do is having sacred sex. Because the spell, the magic happens when the masculine meets the feminine inside of the altar. God lives inside of the woman's womb, not on the phallus of the man. That's why topic reserved for the spiritual membership. So yes, I am is rooted in our Muladhara chakra, in our root chakra, in our sacral, where our womb is. I am is the powerful affirmation of creation. But it is an I am as the most elevated one. So I'm not talking about vibration. I'm not talking about raising or all of that is distraction. Some people are going to do affirmations and they're going to manifest fast. If they're masculine, it's going to happen very fast. If they're feminine or if they're jaded, their energy, it's not going to happen. I don't care what you say, come and fight me on it. It's not gonna happen. We manifest through the pleasure principle. So maybe when you do your affirmation, try to connect with your roots a little bit. Try to feel the pleasure principle that I talk about in my book, Addicted to Pleasure, the Goddess Formula to Manifest Our Most Capricious Desires. Try to include central womb, yoni, rituals. Do not partake in reckless, unholy sexual practices because you're attracting stuff you don't want, curses. And one thing I want to add to that, a lot of you who are saying that you manifest fast through the teachings of someone like Neville Goddard, without acknowledging the cosmic mother, without acknowledging the initiation aspect of it, without acknowledging that the reason why when you say an affirmation, I am, or when you're going to bed and you rethink your day or rethink, I don't know what it calls it, rethinking your day, reformulating your day, who exactly is taking up that scene? Who is taking you in the astral to create the links? Who is taking you and showing you through lucid dreaming what is happening and what you need to do to continue further on, to keep on, to open the path for you? All of that is missing from the teachings of someone who talks about laws, universal laws, without telling you who is the puppet master.